He's not the Andor guy. He's the Ahsoka guy. Bruh, like, if I'm Dave Filoni, that is the last thing that I want to hear coming out of Disney and Lucasfilm, to be quite honest with you. But there is a report from The Hollywood Reporter that's talking about the succession plan for Bob Iger when he leaves Disney. And in that article, it also talks about what Lucasfilm is planning on doing when it comes to Kathleen Kennedy and their succession plan. This is what it says. It says the current thinking is a scenario where Chief Creative Officer Dave Filoni and production head Carrie Beck both take co-head roles. So think of this like the DC studios, where they've got two co-CEOs in Peter Safran, who does the producing side, and James Gunn, who does the creative side of things. George Lucas's protege, Filoni, long has been considered the golden boy. I think that's still true. But the knock against him is that he's too steep in Star Wars lore and risks steering a show into dense mythology that loses a broader audience. He's not the Andor guy, he's the Ahsoka guy, a Disney insider said. Carrie Beck, who knows the ins and outs, neither her nor Filoni has much film experience. And I think Lucasfilm is hoping that even though Kathleen Kennedy steps down as head of Lucasfilm, that she stays on as a creative producer or an executive producer to have some sort of quality control perhaps over these two and the direction in which they go in. Look, I am not one of those people that have jumped off the Dave Filoni bandwagon. I have appreciated what he's done for Star Wars, from Clone Wars to Rebels to ushering in The Mandalorian with Jon Favreau. That's not to say that this man does not have his issues. And it's one of the things that I've been talking about for the longest time. When people back in the day were like, give this man everything, I was the one saying, pump the brakes. Animation and live action are two completely different things, and the fact that him and Carrie Beck have a limited film experience should certainly worry a lot of people, in the sense that maybe he's putting on shoes that are a little bit too big for him very quickly. Yes, he's been shadowing a lot of great directors and people on the inside, but this is a completely different world. This is not like Kevin Feige, who had years of experience working on Fox Marvel films before he got thrusted into this experience and understands how making films certainly work. Dave Filoni certainly has a long way to go, but I'm not off his bandwagon yet. I can understand the idea of this man being so steeped in Star Wars lore that he has one unique vision as to where this franchise should certainly go, and it does make me worry if he will listen to outside sources or be open to other people like a Tony Gilroy that wants to kind of take chances with this franchise and do other things that may not necessarily line up with how Filoni believes Star Wars might be. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but time will certainly tell.